back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here for a Genshin Impact video, and what I got for you guys today, after now doing the Autumnal Resplendence, we're here for the Springtide Advent. On the map here, or on the screen here, you can see the map that we're going to have to do, and just by looking at it, you can tell it's a bit difficult because we've got 2 starting points, but also 2 home or like health points. We're about to get into this one, so stay tuned. In terms of team composition, we're just going to go run with these guys. I don't really care much about what the team composition is. I don't really care. Something if you want to have a bit more min-maxy, you can have animo characters with something like Kazuha or Venti to suck up small enemies, or you can have a pyro character. I do recommend actually a pyro character and a hydro character. I'm going to use Ayaka for the hydro thing, but that's mainly if there's a shield to get rid of. Use those 2 characters because they can actually do it themselves. But we're going to jump into the Springtide Advent. And here we are. So first enemy, Stonehide Lava Churl. That's actually not the first enemy. The first set of enemies that was the final enemy. The first set of enemies let's get in here. That was the map. Okay, I didn't even know you could get to the map like that. We just got some basic Hilichurls. Now, I don't think that they are coming from all directions, but you can see here that this portal enemies are going to that portal, and that portal's enemies are going to that portal straight away. So we got to do a bit of a quick maneuver here. I'm saying we put a hydro tower here with actually, what element can we not get buffs for? Hydro animo. That's all right, I guess. We put a hydro tower there with an electro tower there, and the same over here. Hydro tower, because equal distribution is something that's key when you're doing these types of stages. And then we also I remember doing this strategy where you put these 3 towers, hydro there, cryo there, and electro here. And I remember this strategy kind of working pretty well. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to just do that, and then we're going to buy some upgrades. Whoa. Pyro damage, crack shot attack speed. We'll grab the crack shot stuff because we might build a crack shot in a second here. On hit, glacial bloom. Basic attack will cause an ice explosion that deals AoE cryo damage. I'm using cryo turrets, so might as well. Increase the elemental mastery. No, I'll just increase its basic attack. And crack shot detection range. We don't have enough points. So here we are. We'll start this up, guys. Round 1 of the Springtide Advent. Kind of scared for this one, but we'll get through it. There's no easy way to time-lapse this one, so I'll just I'll stand over here, I guess. Enjoy. There you go. First round easily completed with the triple setup of a 1 hydro, 1 electro, 1 cryo tower. That's the current setup, and what do we have next on the horizon in terms of enemies? Let's jump into here. We've got Hilichurls and Animo Samochurls. This opponent will decrease by 2 if they reach. This opponent has extremely high movement speed. This is where it's going to become quite tough. So what I'm going to do is, I'm thinking we continue the trend of at least Cryo Hydro. We'll put a Hydro there and a Cryo here. And then the same thing, but just opposite for some reason, because I think symmetry is cool. And we'll do that. And then we'll just buy a few upgrades here. Increase the mastery, or elemental mastery of cryo towers. Oh, I'm thinking about it. But we also got the crack shot, which we haven't built any of. But once we do, it's going to be good. Tandem mine. What is the tandem mine really quickly? Excuse, I don't understand that. Increases, upgrades tandem mine's attack. I don't get that, but whatever. We'll draw again. We'll see what we can get. Hit more enemies with Electro. That actually sounds like a pretty good one. And cryo damage. And there we go. So we're going to start up the second round here, which is going to be a bit of a tough one because we've got fast boys. But having a cryo tower actually is very nice. Both sides seem good. I enjoy the time lapse. And with that completed, now we're moving on to round 3. Oh, it's getting a bit tense here because they're actually getting quite fun. Now we got Rockwall, Shield, Mechanici here. Rock shield, or rather. We got fleet-footed. This opponent moves at extremely high speed. This is getting tough because I don't know what to do. I think maybe if I chuck down a slow turret here, which I believe is this one. Yep. We'll chuck that down here, and this one down here. Let's hope for the best, eh? Okay, let's start buying upgrades. So, Furious Discharge, attack speed, nice. Detection range for the Electro Tower, okay. We've got upgrades the binding, causing opponents imprisoned by it to take more damage. That actually sounds pretty nice. But we're going to move on. Glacial attack speed, okay.
Where
nothing.
Do you want to go next?
I took all that crack shot stuff,
Like
but I'm not even using it.
Tourist spots.
Decrease
I have
Inferno.
a few
Yep.
references.
Draw again. Oh, gain. We can buy it. This is an Electro Legendary one. Gains a new. What is this? Ability periodically unleashes a lightning strike, dealing AoE electro damage, gaining a temporary elemental mastery increase based on the number of opponents hit. Sure, we'll take it. We got one electro tower each. That's fine. And then we got more. I'm not going to even risk it. We're just going to leave that one there. We're going to start round 3. Here we go. Time lapse activate. And with this about to conclude, we're going to talk about what we just did there. So the reason I actually attacked there was because I noticed that they had the shield. The big guys had the shield, and I had no way of destroying it, at least effectively. So I decided to jump in with Zhongli so he can melt down that shield. But in terms of enemies for round 4, here we are. We've got some Hilly Churls with high movement speed, and then we got some Axe Mitter Churls. These guys also move at an extremely high speed. So having a lot of this slowdown stuff is going to be super handy. But I don't think we want to build any more turrets because I'm still going to play by that 12 turrets per zone rule, just, you know, for a bit of a habit. We're going to jump into buying upgrades. Now, we're going to pass on this one here because I don't want to risk degrading something in terms of my electro turrets. So we're just going to draw again. More detection range from the electro turrets. That's going to be pretty nice. Upgrade the Inferno. We're going to go electro damage or elemental mastery for the electro tower. We're going to draw again here. We're going to go cryo detection range, nice. We're gonna then draw again. Movement speed of opponents pushed back by arcane. That's not anything important. We're gonna draw again. We don't want to buy anything too bad. Here we go. We've got another legendary here for the cryo tower. Actually, though, modifies glacial bloom's basic attack to froststorm arrows that deal greater damage to frozen opponents. The basic attack can now also attack one extra opponent. We're just gonna get it. We're just gonna do it. Big send. Gonna get electro damage here. Upgrades Furious Discharge basic attack to gain stacks of the Stealth Strike effect, allowing it to imprison opponents after a certain number of stacks. I don't get that, but we're gonna go with it because it costs a lot and it says a lot of words. Select. We only have 140, so we can't really buy anything else. But let's jump into the time lapse. Boop. Beep. Oh no. Oh, he's gone. Oh no, he's gonna get through. No, see you later. Buying mid-game. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, there you go. We have 2 guys got through, and you know what? I think the reason for that was because we had the electro turrets, but I'll get into that in a bit. It was mainly, it was because the electro turrets, they broke the frozen on the actual guys, and so then the cryo turrets themselves weren't doing too much damage to their own frozen enemies. But that's, you know, we lost 2, that's fine. Oh well. Anyway, let's move on to buying more upgrades here. When Mechanicus, Mechanici, trigger overloaded and electrocharged. Overloaded and electrocharged is increased by 100%. I don't think we have overloaded. I don't think we can trigger any of those.
The same as I remember.
More elemental mastery damage. We're gonna go with cryo tower damage here. We're gonna go with refresh that. Cryo damage again. Refresh. sure, more that. Detection range from cryo towers. Decrease opponents' movement speed on hit. Actually, that's a really good one. Decrease their movement speed even further. Draw again. More elemental mastery to the cryo tower. And can we get another one? Can we get one more? 200? Anything under 200 here? Nothing really, no. So, that's that. We're going to start the last wave. We've got 6 opponents, and this is the big old sour churls, or lava churls, whatever they're called. Rocky churls. Anyway, here we go. Time lapse of me trying to do this. I'm replacing these electric tarts for one reason, that's to stop them from being unfrozen. In hopes at least that works like that. Because I've got that cryo damage increase on frozen enemies, that's the main reason you replace those things. Back to time lapse. And there we have it, boys. I was getting a bit scared there at the end that these guys would get past, but no, they didn't. We're a-okay here. Moving on to explaining a bit about what happened there and what I could have done better. So, I think I diverted or diluted a lot of my damage funneling into too many different towers. You probably would have noticed that I picked up one of the cryo buffs, or one of the cryo wanderer sticks that buffs frozen damage when an enemy is frozen from hydro and cryo. I got that, but I still kept my electro turrets there, so they weren't actually getting frozen and then getting damaged. They were getting broken out of the frozen straight away. So definitely, when you're picking your Wanderous Sticks buff, think about that. Think about how they're going to interact with each other. But also, I wouldn't suggest doing the Cryo Electro. I would have actually said do Cryo Pyro. That one there is probably going to be a good one for Cryo Pyro. Have 2 Cryo Hydro turrets at the entrance of each door, and then as you move to the center, have a few Pyro turrets there to deal those melt reactions, dealing absolutely monstrous damage. But anyway, that was the, what was it, Springtide Advent. That was the Springtide Advent, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, hit that like button. And if you enjoy this guide type content, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.